Hi, everyone. I know it's been a long time. Have you ever been in between getting all your crap together and then all the crap falling apart? Have you ever been in that hallway? That's where I'm at. I'm in that hallway. Interesting where it's at. I mean, lots of great and wonderful things are coming out of the ashes of chaos. You know, don't feel sad for me or worried. My children, my daughter-in-law and my son. I know you guys have heard this already. They're moving to Chicago, but they've been using my basement as their place of transition. And so we've been fighting for space. Usually I win, but I got to be nice every so often. You know how moms are. However, today, I get the basement in the house all to myself. Yeah, all of this energy that's happening in this world right now, especially in the United States, has gotten me so I repainted, or I'm going to finish repainting my kitchen and my dining room and getting all of my plants outside planted. I mean, it has just energized a lot in me to get a lot of stuff done. Thank goodness, because I was getting lazy. Oh man, I had to watch myself sit down and watch another episode of Downton Abbey one more time. I think I was going to go crazy. Anyhow, stay tuned. I got a lot for you here. And we're going to go over some serious, well, yeah, serious stuff on the political arena. I have been posting on my community page. If you guys don't know how to get to my community page, you have to do it on your phone. Can't go through a computer and you can't go through your iPhone apparently, but go through your phone. And I've been posting a lot of my card readings on there for everybody to see and comment on. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. If you're missing out on that, go check that out. That's where I've been. Trying to keep up with everything and making sure everybody knows that I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, who has been listening to the deposition or the Trump sitting for questions over the E. Jean Carroll thing where he's talking about all kinds of stupid crap where we couldn't even recognize who she was. She thought she was his wife, Marla, and he's saying that he wasn't attracted to Eugene. She's not his type, which that blows that out of the water. And then he's talking about how when they asked him about his tape. So when he was on that bus, you remember back in 2016 when he was on that bus and he got taped and he said he liked to grab him by the hoo-haws, and you know that tape, right? Everybody knows that tape. So they asked him about that, and he's all like, "Yeah, I think that's right. I think if you're a celebrity, they really let you do that." And then she goes, "Do you think you're a celebrity?" Well, yeah, can yeah. I mean, he just admits it over and over and over again what he did to her. And then, of course, he has to follow that up with it. I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, you're lying. There's a thing about having to be credible when you're testifying, or such an idiot. What an idiot. Do I think he's going to lose that? But he's going to lose. Hands down, that boy is going to lose. But let's see what the jury really thinks of him, because that's what they got. He has until Sunday to get back into the United States to go and testify under oath. That's the part we're all excited about, is under oath, and that's what the part that his lawyers are just panicking over is under oath. Oh, I would love to get Trump under oath just to have fun, because he can't. He believes his own crap. It's just, oh, anyhow, what do you do? All right. Strength of the failure. This is what the jury thinks. Strength strongly want to restrict him. Strongly wants to give him a time out. Yeah. Queen of Cups, they are very, very, very sympathetic to Eugene Carroll. They're very sympathetic. They think that she has suffered. They have think that what he has done is just inherent, like gross, horrible, disgusting, all of his words that he uses, but they're on her side 100%. Yeah, the defending the character. So there it is, down to money, how much money they're going to give her. That's what they're contemplating on. It's like the Tower moment. I think they're going to go for the full amount, as much as they possibly can for her, because he's a thief. Yep, Ace of Pentacles, the top amount. They're going to go for the top. It's not going to go well for him. It's not going to go well. Darn the luck. I feel so bad for him. Here's a little weird thing that happened to me. It came in a dream. And it was right after Tucker Carlson got fired. Mutually let go. Yeah. Is in my dream, I'm just going to describe the dream. In my dream, I'm sitting in front of him. Like I'm literally in front of Tucker Carlson. And this really hurt his feelings, right? It took a huge hit to his ego. And I, as the empath, are sitting there recognizing the gaping wound in a human being. And I became a little sympathetic. I didn't show him it because, he's Tucker. But I'm sitting there going, oh, this really got to him. And then remind myself, oh, he really deserved it, right? Like, it's like watching a human being get hit hardest in their ego and in their power. Got knocked off of his pedal, his pedal. He got knocked off of his pedestal. And I saw him almost as, like that human. It was really weird. It was really strange. And I don't think it had anything really to do with him, other than me just getting back down to my own empathy that I have inside of me, because I lost empathy for him a long time ago. Not that anybody should have it back. I mean, don't please hear my heart when I'm talking about this. I'm just telling you a dream that I had while he was there. It was really interesting to know that on the public stage, we are literally watching the universe, God, spirit, whatever, giving out life lessons to people on the political and public arena. I mean, we can take that to heart and to learn from that, as in, we always say this, when your actions produce this, you're going to F around and find out. It's going to always meet that energy. Always meet that energy, right? So if you're doing something good in the world, and it's going to also meet that energy on the other side of that circle, where good things, it's not like good things are going to happen to you. It's just that you're going to meet the same energy of kindness and love and understanding. But he wasn't doing that. So he met the opposite of rude, crude, heartbreaking, you got to go, ego busting, that sort of thing. So that was really interesting to get back to basics. We're getting back to basics, one Tucker Carlson at a time. I do want to read and see if he's going to land somewhere. I was thinking that they were opening up that one spot over on CNN for him. I'm not sure. But I'm going to read and see if he's going to go to CNN, because all of a sudden now all of the MAGAs that have been going, what, you watch a lot of CNN, don't you? Now we're going to have to go, hey, you watching a lot of CNN, are you? To them. What a turn of events. It just gets comical. Comical at some point. Comical. But I do want to see if he lands there. I just want to put a little card issue onto that. Let's see what's happening. Well, he's trying to craft something. I think he's going to do his own thing. I think he's going to start his own YouTube channel because he has this, like, he's done with partnerships. He's done with partnerships. It doesn't work out well for me when he has a boss, when he has to rely on somebody else to be his business partner or whatever. He's not going to do that. He's literally working possibly with a female or somebody who has this type of skill, the Queen of Wands skills. See, he's working, he's looking at it. I think that he is going to be his own king now. Like, start his own network, start his own YouTube channel. That's what I kind of think. So that he can spill all the evil BS all he wants. He will never, ever get fired for it. And he can go after the Democrats all he wants. He can not have to play the games. He can hide his chaos, his whatever. Yeah, he's definitely going to do that, and he's going to be able to keep his delusional base. That's where he's going. I don't think he's going to partner up with anybody anymore. That'll be funny. You know, everybody's been wondering about little Mr. DeSatan. Everybody's wondering if he's really going to all of a sudden announce that he's going to be running for president, because now that he's changed the law in Florida where he can be the mayor and run for president, so he can get the mayor money and he can get the donations from everybody else who wants him to be president money. Yeah, that sounds legit. So he's changed that, made sure that changed. So let's see if he's actually going to announce that he's going to run for president. I mean, he's already going through it, and he hasn't even announced. And that's his fail-safe right now. I haven't even announced. I'm not even a candidate. What are you talking about? You know, that's how he gets ridiculous. Ridiculous. And he only surrounds people that's going to clap for him. He only surrounds himself with people who agree to whatever he wants. He never likes the competition. He doesn't like it. If you ever watch him when he's in there and somebody's in there opposing what he wants or asking him hard questions, because God forbid a Republican ever answer a hard question, he gets angry. He gets really mad. You guys do this. You guys always do that. He's really angry. So he's like that little sensitive little 2-year-old who, when you confront them about what they've been doing with their bad behavior, they start screaming. That's how he is. So I want to see. I want to see if he's going to announce. God forbid if Satan becomes a president. He won't. There's just no way. He's withdrawing. He's withdrawing. See? Bam. He's withdrawing from the race. And I mean, he's never have done it. No. He still thinks he's going to be inserted. I swear to you, he thinks that the people who love him is going to insert him into as emperor. Because he's looking for the first stage of his movement. The first stage of the movement is coming, but he's not going to announce himself to be like Queen of Swords and the Star. Queen of Swords and the Star of hopeful whatever he is going to do, and then the Queen of Pentacles as well, and the Five of Swords. So what this really says, I have a Queen of Swords, which is that bitter cover up, and then I have the Star, which is a change, calm after a difficult period. He's waiting it out, waiting it out, waiting it out. And then I have the Queen of Pentacles, which is that creativeness, that creative financial guru kind of issue that's going on with him. I'm not sure what that is. And then the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords, which is loss and betrayal. So either he's going to betray Trump on a major scale. He's waiting to pounce on something. But it does say withdraw. So he's not doing it right now, or he's going to wait. But he still believes that he's going to be inserted. I swear he thinks, and he's going to steal it. He's going to steal the presidency, steal power. He's not going to get very far with that idea, but in his mind, he's going to steal the power. He's making moves. Subconsciously, he's crazy. See, another magician card. Okay. We just have to watch him. It doesn't say, like I said, it doesn't say that he gets too far. It just doesn't say that he gets too far, but I got the withdrawal card right off the bat. Just watch that little shifty little burger, because he's shifty. Shifty. Ugh. Now in Montana, we have a transgender who was outed, right? She has now been kicked out to the hallways in what that, her name is Zoe Zuffer, the transgender state lawmaker who was silenced after telling the Republicans they would have blood on their hands, because if they pass these bills, they're going to be hurting children in their minds, because the suicide rate goes up for transgender when they start being rejected by their society. It's common sense to everybody else, but of course the Republicans are like, we don't care. We don't care. We just want that to go away. We need that to go away. We need our youth to go back into the closet and just have babies. We want the gay guys to marry some straight girls, have some babies before he goes and be gay. That's what we need him to do. That's what we need him to do. We need those gay girls to be marrying some straight guys for a while so they can have some babies. We need white babies. Like right now, we need some white babies. Anyways, that's what they're doing. You know dang well that's what it's all about. It's trying to get these things. And of course, you know, how do they keep their base on their sides? Let's find somebody to hate. Can we do that? Well, let's gather under an umbrella of hate. I really hate that. I'm really, really getting some strong emotional dislike feelings for the Republicans. Anyhow, enough theatrics, right? Here we go. So she has a lawsuit against them right now. She is suing them for doing what they did, or the House Speaker, whoever that jerk is. The House Speaker, she has a lawsuit. So I want to kind of dip into the lawsuit and see what's going on with that, and see how well that's going to work out for her in Montana. She's got a public stage now. I bet they didn't count on that. Let's look in on her. Progress, planning for the future, 6 of Cups, charity. It looks like she is getting a lot of support in her community, charity. So she's achieved the first stage of whatever her process is for the lawsuit or whatever. And when she has the Democratic support, that's coming through as well. The proposal, the declaration of love, she's feeling very accepted. Changing priorities, abandoning a situation, leaving the past behind, seeking a deeper meaning. I think the seeking the deeper meaning is what this really means. Is she's going to stop thinking that they are in charge of her, and she is rearranging within herself, knowing exactly what her power is, because they have forever been telling her she has no power, and now she knows she has power. So this is really a good thing inside of her. She's really rearranging that inside. She's becoming that high priestess that she should be. She's becoming that wisdom, that person of accepting life's mysteries and stuff like that. Like this is the way, the path forward. It's almost like she has a little wisdom inside of her. Like this has to happen in order for us to gain to get to the other side. She kind of knows that. which is really, really good. Meditation, the King of Cups, the balance, bravery, and the conflict. She has the well-earned break, recovery. She's recovering from whatever happened, but she still is very, very dedicated to the Democratic and the cause of hers, because she has that strength and that the strength and the balance and the diplomacy. I think this really took her back, gave her a little moment to rest and reflect and realize where she really needs to be in her positions. This is really good. It really has grown her on the inside. And then we have this. She's going to be back in the fight with everybody else. We're getting there. She's going to be the star. She's going to do that. I'm looking to see the choices of her lawsuit. I'm trying to get to a place where the Queen of Cups, she gets a really good judge, and I think she does get what she needs out of that. And the King of Pentacles, yeah. A lot of these cards, and Temperance, of course, is at the bottom. A lot of these cards are really coming through. Like, she's going to have some big players in play. She has the judge on her side. She has a community on her side. She's the reveling behind her, or whatever that word is. And she's really starting to gain her power and know where she is. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to keep an eye on that girl. I know I joined TikTok so you don't have to. However, I've been enjoying quite a few. Oh, the sun just went down. Quite a few. I forgot my. Halfway through. Quite a few videos on the MAGAs are just crying about the Proud Boys, and they're probably going to get about 10 years. And what are they going to do? What are their families going to do? What am I supposed to tell the kid? I mean, this is what they're talking about. And they are just so incredibly upset on their lives they're doing on TikTok about how devastating it is that these patriots got in trouble for doing what they did. And then in the live they're talking about, this is what you should do with your children. You tell them that they are heroes, that they were patriots, that everything is going to be okay. Just tell them that they're going off like they were going off in the military on an assignment, and then they'll be back. I mean, literally, let's lie to the children and make them better human beings after they've endured the lie of a whole bunch of stuff, you know. I've never believed in telling children that Santa Claus was real. I never believed in it, or the Easter Bunny or anything like that. Now, I know I probably have a lot of subscribers on here that are in the old days, but it always twisted my stomach to sit and lie, or even attempt to lie, or thinking that it's fun for them. I just thought, this can't be right. Why am I going to teach my children to believe in imaginary issues just for fun? I think it's indoctrination, to be honest, but that's on my own personal opinion. So I want to go in and see how the Republican Party and all the base, how they're feeling about the Proud Boys getting 4 of them, getting charged with conspiracy, sedition. I think I even got that right. See, there's hope for me yet. All right, let's see what they are thinking about this. Oh my goodness. My cards just went. So my first thought would be chaos. Their emotions are erratic. That's what the cards. Oh. They're thinking that they're still under the impression that somebody's going to have sympathy on them, and that they're going to get charity, or that's probably what they're going to do. Let's just rally around them and make sure that they always have money on their books. Let's just make sure that they're supported and they know that they're loved. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do to these guys. The Proud Boys are just going to be so, and the Proud Boys are going to take and use anybody that's ever going to put money on their books. They're Proud Boys. So yeah, but these right here is really interesting. And the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. That's kind of what made me think, like, are they plotting to try to break him out of jail? Like, are they really going to think they can do that in the United States? Did they not know that they're going to go to a Supermax? There's no way the Proud Boys are going to go anywhere but a Supermax. And if you don't know what a Supermax is, Google that. That means nobody's getting in, barely anybody gets out. Like the guards that are supposed to get out. Supermaxes are supermaxes. The world is seeing, the world is recognizing their message. The deceitful spy. The world, the rest of the world is recognizing. And I think I just gotta, like, they're more upset that the world is seeing their deceit, that everybody else is recognizing their BS. It's like they can secretly go into all of these chat rooms and this, that, and the other, and hear an echo chamber of their own voices. You know, I believe that the sky is orange. Also, if I'm with a whole bunch of other people who believe it, it's orange because they believe it too. All right, I'm having too much fun. Anyways, they don't like us knowing what happened. That's what they're most upset about, is that we see the truth. Yeah, they're literally going to their stars didn't get charity and it broke their heart. Their star did not get charity and it broke their heart. All right, everyone. Those were good readings, right? I have a special treat for you. Please watch this video. Bye. Hi, everyone. You know me. I absolutely love introducing new YouTubers. And I also love to present to you people who I think you would enjoy. And this is Lacey. Now, I have a little bit of history. I was going to my own metaphysical affair, and I got recognized. I'm like, what happened? It was her friend who recognized me. They were in two booths together, right? I was looking at Lacey's stuff, and then the lady that was next to her, what was her name?
Chris
Chris?
Gibbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, I know you. You have a channel. And so that was pretty cool that I got recognized there. And as we were doing that conversation, Lacey, and she's like, she's got a YouTube channel. And I went right over to her, loved her from the moment I stepped near her. Okay. So I got to meet Lacey face to face, which is really important to me because you get to feel who they are. And she does a lot of stuff. She has her own YouTube channel, which I'm going to put down below. And she also sells stuff. And you have a website, correct? Now I'll let you go
I
over
am.
all this here in a minute.
Yeah.
And she has stuff on that. And then we're going to do, and at the end of this, we'll give you a little surprise at what we're going to do. But I'm going to have Lacey introduce herself, what she does and how she does it, and go over a little bit of her product that she has. Go
Okay.
for it,
Hi,
honey.
guys. Hi. This is like my first time talking in this way, so I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy to be with you guys, honestly, truly. I am a tarot reader. I read Oracle as well, but I'm also putting out a line, well, not a line, just products of spell jars right now is my product that I'm working on. This is what Sheila saw on my table. Um, I also do readings and I do mediumship and also an empath, but it always is such like there's never just one thing, right? There's multiple facets. Um, so I'd like to talk about my jars, if that's okay.
Yes, please. Show
Okay,
me what you
awesome.
have.
So here is my spell jar for self-love, right? So in this jar, this is just an accumulation of things that I've studied over a period of time. I've tested out over and over again, leaving my products or the choices of herbs or ingredients, whatever it is that I've decided to put in a bottle just to see the most effective thing. So for this self-love jar, I have honey, I have I have roses, I have chamomile, I have jasmine. I have a bay leaf that has a self-love affirmation written on it. I have amethyst that's broken down. Um, and I have lavender in here. And funny enough, like, right before we did this, I talked to one of my clients actually that has a self-love jar. And she gave me permission to share the story. So I'm going to definitely share it. She was telling, well, what happened before was she was going through a pretty rough breakup. Um, and I don't think it was just about the guy. I think it was just about her frustration and things going the other way when she's hoping to settle down with somebody or find this special person. Seemed like it didn't happen. So that's okay because we all go through it. She put this jar by her bed. Next time I talked to her, she's like, you know what? It's okay that it didn't work out. I'm okay with it. She's like, I'm really happy with myself. I am a business owner. I have two businesses actually. I pay for my own place. I have my daughter. There was just such a change in the conversation. And then she tells me, I met this guy, and the first time we met, we were talking all night, and it hasn't, we just talk to each other and we get to know each other, and there's just like this depth to it now. And it's like, she's like, I'm not just talking to somebody I'm interested, I'm talking to a friend. And she's like, now all of a sudden, these things have just started to change. So that's, the recent review that I've had of this jar over such a time of studying and making sure this mixture was right.
Good job. That happens is that what happens with us is we don't really equate, like we get the enchanted spells and we get the
Yeah.
enchanted bottles and we get them and put them in our lives, and all of a sudden all these wonderful things start switching and changing, and I go, oh yeah, right? They kind of forget,
Yeah.
like, that's how
Yeah.
magic does. And magic works like love works. It just
Yeah.
happens to you.
Yeah.
Right?
And just allow it too.
Yes.
With a jar like that, I would put this in front of the mirror in the bathroom, especially like when I'm coming out of the shower. In these really vulnerable moments, this is where I would have this jar. She chose to put hers by her bed. This is where she's sleeping. This is where she's most vulnerable. Um, and now this change has started. And then with my protection jar that I have here, so this has honey in it, and it has gelatin, it has angelica, it has beetroot, it has it has Himalayan salt, it has tiger's eye broken down, it has cinnamon. Um, I seal each bottle not only with my prayers, but with glue, and then I seal it with wax, and then I let it charge. And these bottles I let charge in this new moon we just had in April, the Taurus new moon, I believe that was. Um, so funny enough, after the fair, right? Uh, Sunday, get home, get in the bed. I have the craziest dream. I've never dreamed this before. I've had the craziest dream that somebody was biting me, and I could feel them taking chunks out of my leg. And it's two or three things, people, I don't know, right? So it's so intense that I wake up because I felt it. I could feel the teeth or whatever this was. I wake up and my bed is shaking. So I was like, okay, what's going on? I had the most miserable night ever. So the next morning, immediately I cleanse my space, I cleanse my products, I cleanse my house. I put this jar, not this particular jar, but one of the ones just like it, into my bedroom. And I have been sleeping like a baby ever since.
Wow. See, I
Seriously.
love that. And what I love the most about it is I know a lot of people want to just make money off of it, right? But you put the love
Yeah.
charging. That's a good word for it. I always call them enchanted because I do witches bells
Yeah.
and I enchant them, but charging them is a better way of describing that. You charge them, you get them going, and
Yeah.
and you put your affirmations in there, which is beautiful. And I know that you have a lot more of them on your website, which like I said, I'm going to put down here that they can get from you. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, right now it's under construction, but I do have information where you can reach me if you'd like a product as well, too.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll just put you, what I'll do is just put your YouTube channel underneath there, and then they can contact you through your YouTube
Yeah.
channel on that. And please go. And so what do you do on your YouTube channel?
So right now on my YouTube channel, I just do very short videos, just random things. I don't try to With me, it's a very calm. I try to be very, I'm not saying that it's like methodical, but it's very on purpose, right? So my understanding of every message, my approach, the way I let the messages come in, I try to reel this information in and make sense of it so that I can give it to whoever needs to receive it in a very calm manner, because sometimes when you're reading cards, especially, the information can come so fast that it's just like take off, right? And you're just overwhelmed with information and you're talking really quick. I want to do it on purpose. So right now it's just me posting random videos with no intention of a sign, though I do put signs out. Mostly it's just information that I'm receiving right now, mostly shorts right now, where I'm just dropping a few cards and then I'm just delivering the message as immediately.
Oh, fantastic. I know my viewers, they love channelers because it sounds kind of like that you channel.
Yeah.
Is kind of what you're doing when you're just dropping some messages out there. So definitely everybody here, go to her channel, subscribe, show her some love for this. And then here's the special thing at the end. I have invited her to do a spiritual conversation with me on my other channel, Spiritual Conversations. Now, her conversation and my conversation, it is literally going to be about racism.
Yeah.
I'm just going to literally say that out the front. What our boundaries are, right? Like I was telling her before, I want to be in the mix. I want to be in the conversation, but I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to cross my boundaries. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk for them, right? That's not, like I was saying, the white people have been taught that we were supposed to talk for you, and that's not how it's supposed to be done. And so her and I are going to have this spiritual conversation about this, these hard conversations about racism and what we're supposed to be doing, what works, and how to lift up a community that we know
Yeah.
has problems, and we are trying to dissolve that problem on our own. But so anyways, I want you to, what are you really passionate about in this spiritual conversation that we're going to have?
I am, I think the biggest thing for me is creating the conversation and helping us all to wanting to be a part of the conversation where we all have to contribute to it. As you said, you can't speak for me. I can't speak for you either. I need you to engage in dialogue with me. And this is what we all need to do. And understanding that it's totally okay. We can say the hard things, we can do the hard work. We were talking about Dr. King and picking it up and moving it forward. Let's talk about what that racism means now in 2023 as opposed to the past, because the past is the present. Unfortunately, it hasn't changed, though we have been forward 60 years. This is only 60 years since, for example, Dr. King died. My father was 16 and he lived in Memphis, Tennessee, not very far from where he was. Unfortunately, his life was taken. And the stories that he told me and my aunts told me about that night and what happened and what it was like, this was only 60 years ago,
Right.
50 something years ago.
In my
So let's,
lifetime.
yeah. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about what it means now and how it's changed. But the hearts and the minds and the views have not changed. I think we all need to talk about it basically. So my biggest want or need here is to be a part of the dialogue, to push love, to push acceptance, to creating, like you said to me before, a soft place where all things can be said. Um, and wanting to understand and just being of service of people. That's my biggest dream, is to to be in service of other people. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm really excited about that. We have made a plan for June
Yes.
2nd, for us to be able to have the day to really get into those kind of
Yeah.
depth conversations and stuff like that. So I hope I really get everybody excited and to do that. I think it's going to be wonderful.
Me too.
And I agree with you. I am how can I put this without going, I am the one, but that's Sheila for you. But I mean, I am the one, right? I am the
Mhm.
one that you can have the most
Yes.
conversation with me. I'm never, I'm not that typical white girl that's gonna go, oh no, you can't talk like that about and it's not gonna happen, right? It's just not gonna happen. And we're gonna have that spiritual conversation. I think it does have to become a spiritual conversation.
Yes, and continuous, continuous.
Yes,
We have to always talk about our differences. We have to always talk about our similarities because we're so similar too, in
yes,
so many ways. Just the way that we feel when we're laying in bed at night and we're thinking about our day and did I do my best? And was I
yes,
too harsh to my kids? Or am I doing good at work? Or did I turn off the oven? Oh my God,
yeah,
I don't remember all these things that we're not different at all. We're not different at all. We just we have some work that we have to do.
correct.
That's it.
I agree. All right, everyone. If you made it this far, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and you will be welcome. And I think you live in Pueblo, so you live really close to me. So we may be able to either get together physically and do
Yeah.
some stuff physically together. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
get this
definitely.
going. And welcome, welcome, welcome to this community. I find a lot of love here, and I hope you do too. So
I hope so too. And it's completely mutual. I have a lot of love to give.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Bye.
Bye.